Hi, I got rejected by my school rock band, and here's how it happened. Now, when I was, getting into this university, I think one of the first things that got into my mind was that I need to get into some kind of club. Maybe there's a movie club, maybe there's a music club, something that I can actually go into and actually, a club that'll help me socialize with other people. And the first thing that I saw, the first thing that was recommended to me was this rock band club that they had. I'm not going to name the name because they have a YouTube channel, and I do not want to give them any promotion because I'm a petty motherfucker. Yeah, and I decided to apply for the club. Now, I was first introduced to the band by this guy who was part of the club. He was the singer in the band, and he basically asked me at this little party that our department was doing, and he asked me if I was interested in music. And I said, well, yeah, I'm interested in music quite a bit. And he said, well, I'm in this rock band, maybe you should come in. And there was a guitar there at the time. And I was really bored at the party. I didn't really like the party at all. So while the singer was around me, I grabbed that guitar and started playing little, riffs. Very, very famous riffs. Nothing like too fancy or too like indie. Like stuff like, things like that, or things like that. And he said, oh, like, if you're able to play the guitar at least that much, you'll totally get in the band. And honestly, I wanted to sing, but because he was the singer, I didn't say anything about that. And finally, it was time to apply for the band. Now, they asked me about my name, about my school number, and they asked me about my favorite band. Now, I wasn't really sure who to name. I was thinking of Radiohead, but recently I feel like my favorite band has changed to Sleater-Kinney. I feel like I have a much more stronger emotional connection with Sleater-Kinney. I'm not sure if I can play one of their riffs. Yep, I think that was Barry, Barry Our Friends. Yep, that was the end of the main riff. So I named Sleater-Kinney, and the audition started. The audition, it was the day of the audition, and the whole while I decided to play Jimmy the Exploder by the White Stripes, because I thought it's simple enough, it's not too long so that they won't get tired of it, but it's flashy just enough for me to like show off a few things. So, I'll start off with and then you go to things like that, and then there's the power chord bit where you go. So, I did kind of a variation of that. But I was noticing that while I was playing this riff, everybody kind of was staring at me as if I punched somebody in the face. And then after the little audition, my little performance ended, they started asking me questions. And the last guy who was asking me questions, he told me that the song that I played might be considered to be, not very well known. Now at the time I thought, okay, I guess it's kind of a deep cut for the White Stripes, but everybody knows the White Stripes, right? But somebody told me, a friend gave me like a different perspective on that. My friend told me that that kind of sounds like the guy in a very passive-aggressive way saying that he doesn't know the song, so play some other goddamn thing that he knows. So, I mean, that could have easily been the case. And then he asked me, well, that might be some people might not consider it to be a well-known song, can you play something else? So suddenly I was put on the spot. Like, I could answer the question, sure, but suddenly they're basically asking me, hey, play something that is well-known to us. Like, we don't know each other, but now you have to play a song that I know, or else you're not gonna get in the band. And I was like, oh, I was put on the spot. I wasn't sure what to play. Like, what is a well-known song for these guys? So I was about to play Street Spirit Fade Out by Radiohead, and then I realized, no, that they might not know that song. Maybe they might not know a single Radiohead song unless I play Creep. Or, something like... something like that, but I wasn't really going to play that. I wanted something that was in your face just enough for them to get the point. And then I realized that there is an obvious go-to riff for these kinds of situations, which is, of course, the most overdone riff at guitar centers all across the world. I started playing Smells Like Teen Spirit, because in my head I was like, okay, sure, they might not know the White Stripes. I'm not in America right now. I'm not in an English-speaking country right now. Maybe they might not know the White Stripes, but clearly, for heaven's sake, they gotta know who Nirvana is, right? They know Nirvana. They know who Kurt Cobain is, right? I don't even need them to know Nirvana's catalog. I don't even need them to name a Nirvana album or a song. I don't even need them to know the title of Smells Like Teen Spirit. I just need them to recognize the fact that this is one of the most recognizable things that you could find in music. So I played that riff, and their expressions did not change a single bit. They still stared at me like I was some kind of a freak, or at the most that I was some sort of music snob that liked music just a bit too much. That, a guy who got into music to the point where he was too deep inside of it. Why would you want to listen to Slayer Kinney or I don't know, I don't know what I'm trying to imitate here, but I guess I'm just trying to imitate somebody that I don't like. Why would you want to listen to Slayer Kinney or bands like that when you can totally listen to Coldplay? And I don't know. Obviously, I'm projecting here. So, yeah, I did not get into the band. Which is probably a good thing, because based on my audition, I've learned that these guys might not know who the White Stripes are. They might not know who Nirvana is. So, I might have dodged a bullet there. I'm not really good with rules. Rules that I did not make. I'm not good with that. So, hey, as long as I can play this alone in my room when my roommate is not here, as long as I can just go ahead and be like, things like that, I'll be fine. I'll be fine. I don't need that band anymore. That's what I tell myself every day since I was rejected from that band. University is so far a pretty maturing experience. Now let's play a song. The screen door slams, Mary's dress waves. Like a vision she dances across the porch as the radio plays. Roy Orbison sings for the lonely. Hey, that's me and I want you only. Don't turn me on again, I just can't face myself alone again. Don't run back inside, darling, you know just what I'm here for. I'm not really good at playing this song, singing the song and playing the guitar at the same time. So you're scared that young anymore. Show a little faith, there's magic in the night. You ain't a beauty, but hey, you're alright. Oh, and that's alright with me. You can have